Ryan Gass here at PTP Gun, and today we're going to show you the disassembly and reassembly of the FNH 509 in 9mm. So with any firearm, the first thing you want to do before you take apart any firearm, whether it be a rifle, pistol, shotgun, is you want to make sure that the firearm is clear of any live ammunition. Right? So what we're going to do, drop the magazine, get that out of the way. Right? And then we want to go ahead and lock the slide back to make sure there's no ammunition in that barrel. Again, how we want to do this is that this gun actually is ambidextrous. We have a slide release or slide catch on both sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this slide back with my non-dominant hand. All right, I'm going to lift up on that slide release, or that slide catch. Again, you saw the device move from your side. On my side, I also have one. They're connected. All right, so I'm lifting it up, and then I'll hold that slide back to the rear. From there, I can double check the chamber is empty. Now we can proceed. Now from here, we want to take the takedown lever. Takedown lever right here, think of it as a hand on a clock. It's at the 3 o'clock position right now, and we want to rotate that down to the 6 o'clock position. It'll look like this. Right? Once it's down to that 6 o'clock position, right, then we want to go ahead and pull that slide back, let go, and then from here, all I need to do now is to pull that trigger and it will release the slide from the frame. Alright, now we have our frame and our slide separate. We're going to put down the frame. Now from here, we want to go ahead and we want to get the spring and spring guide out of the way. So from here, we're just going to compress that just a little bit, right, apply a little pressure, get that spring and spring guide out. And now to get the barrel out, this particular barrel is threaded. So we'll have to unthread the thread protector from the barrel to be able to get the barrel out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to spin that off. All right, we're going to put that slide upside down again. We're going to grab the barrel and pull it up and out. All right, and then we have our slide. So we have our slide, our barrel, our spring and spring guide, and our frame. And now from here, you can do any of the cleaning that you may have to do or maintenance to this firearm. Right? Now, once you got your firearm cleaned and maintenance and whatnot, now we're going to go ahead and reassemble this firearm. Right? Put the slide back upside down, reintroduce, and start with the muzzle end first. Drop the barrel in. Right? We're going to put the thread protector back on. Right? Just going to thread that back on. And I'm not going to tighten it down real tight. I'm just going to do it hand tight. Right? Nice and firm. Spring and spring guide, we're going to reintroduce that as well as starting from the muzzle end. Put that in. Then we got to compress the spring down just a little bit to put it down in the locking lug of that barrel. All right. From there, we're going to reintroduce the slide assembly to the frame. All right, we're going to start not on the very front of the gun. We're going to start about a quarter of the way back. And where these rails start, they're going to match up with these cutouts on the back of the slide. So we're going to match those up. All right, once we have them matched up, we're going to go ahead and pull this slide all the way to the rear and lock it back again. Once it's locked back, we can then again take the hand of the clock, the takedown lever. We're going to take that back from 6 back to 3. And it's going to kind of spring back into place. Right? And then from here, I can go ahead and release that slide and do a little bit of a function check. All right, so what I do is make sure, pull the trigger. All right, pull the slide back a couple more times, pull the trigger. And if you for some reason had made a mistake and put it back together, you would catch that during that functions check. Right? It'll definitely feel awkward. It won't be able to function properly. You won't be able to pull that trigger. All right, but from there, the gun is properly put back together. I'm going to reintroduce the magazine. Right, and notice that it is an empty magazine. Right, and I'll send that slide home. All right. Also, just again, a quick trick of the trade is that if you have an empty magazine, many people know this, but some people may not. If you put an empty magazine in, when you pull that slide to the rear, all right, it'll lock that slide back. Many handguns, semi-automatic handguns, are made so that when the gun runs empty, that the slide locks to the rear. Right? So why I bring that up is because if you have a difficult time getting that slide to lock to the rear, you don't have the same hand strength you once had. You don't have the dexterity in your hand to be able to engage that slide release, that slide catch. A trick what you can use is to take an empty magazine, right? Insert that in. All right, you can take the sights and you can put them on the edge of a table, or use your belt if you needed to, any hard edge surface, right? And you can go ahead and put the sights on that edge of that hard surface. You apply pressure to the frame, right? And after it gets to that certain point, it'll lock that slide to the rear. From there, you can go ahead and drop that magazine on out, right? This is a little trick of the trade, because again, not everyone that uses semi-automatic handguns may have the same hand strength as the next, may not have the same dexterity as the next. So I want to give you another tool for your toolbox. Right? So again, that was the disassembly and reassembly of this FNH 509.